Welcome back to Frontline Eurosports Online. Your host Nate Jennings has something new for us. We don't typically get that many water-cooled RTs in on used department, but now we have one. It's a low-mileage 2015 RT with the new water-cooled 125 horsepower power plant. So let's go around this new Castillo gray machine together. You see the new streamlined bodywork with the floating rondelles. We just went through the machine and put a new tire on the front, as it was right at the mileage that it would need a new front tire. We can now see the Brembo braking system that's new, radially mounted on the new water-cooled RTs, and our more compact header design with the new water-cooled design. We have removable panniers and a shaft drive system, giving us a beautiful open single-sided swing arm on the right side that also extenuates our 90-degree valve stems for simplicity of checking our air pressure. But if you don't want to get down on your hands and knees and check the tire pressure, we have all kinds of electronics that assist us with that, like our tire pressure monitoring system. So let's get into the controls of this machine. Starting with the right handlebar control, we're going to have our mode selection. That's going to allow for us to have a rain, road, or dynamic option with delivery of power, ABS, traction control modulation, as well as damping values changing for the electronic suspension adjustment. We have our run cycle switch and start button integrated, our ride-by-wire throttle now with no push-pull cables. We can now adjust our levers on the fly with the new system BMW is integrated onto the clutch and brake lever. We retain a hydraulic clutch and master cylinder for our brake system, both featuring steel braided brake lines. In the center here, you're going to see our keyless ride. This is going to queue up our motorcycle when we tap that button. You can see our integration in the dash. We also have keyless entry for our fuel filler, which will not operate while I have the key on right now. On the left handlebar control, we have our cruise control, hazard lights, electronic windscreen adjustment, and our multi-function controller next to our menu button. So now we're going to go into our instrumentation and see our beautiful new white face gauges for our speedometer, our tachometer, and our display for our board computer. We're going to have our temperature, fuel, gear position indicator, and trip meters. Down here we're going to see our mode selection where we can modulate from road, dynamic, to rain modes. Currently we have our Steve FM showing for our audio. We do have the audio system on, and I can use my multi-function controller to manipulate the volume as well as seeking channels. Below that we see our odometer, timepiece, and most of our information that we want is going to be displayed on the right side. By activating the menu button, I'm going to be able to go in first and change my electronic suspension options for damping as well as preload. I'm going to be able to select what I choose for our heads-up display here with average speeds and ambient air temperatures, tire pressure monitoring system, chronometers, travel times, date, going into even oil level and voltage. Our next display will give us our options for our trip 1, trip 2, then our 5-position adjustable heated grips, which also has a visual indicator at the top that they are on or off. You also have 5-position heated seat with another visual indicator. The passenger will have high and low. The next option we get into is our audio settings, where we can play with our Bluetooth pairing, our Sirius radio. Also, we have our preferences for how we want our audio to sound, our user settings for going into language, time format, brightness of the screen, personal preference options, our vehicle setup for shift indicator, and going into time, date, and ASC. Now this motorcycle is a relatively new motorcycle. It still has warranty going out until 9/15/2018. She's only about 4 months or 5 months old now. So call us here at Frontline Eurosports and get your chance to get on one of the new amazing water-cooled BMW R1200RTs with us here in Salem, Virginia. Have a beautiful day.